here are the most common mistakes I see women with PCOS make, and hopefully you will learn to avoid them. My clients achieve ideal body fat percentage and get a flatter belly, as you can see here. In this video, I will be going over some of the workout mistakes that you might be making that is making it harder for you to lose your belly fat. Now, most people assume that they are unable to lose their belly fat because they're eating too much or not working out hard enough. But the truth is, this is not the case. If you're not losing your belly fat, it's not because of these two reasons. The real problem is actually your cortisol hormones, or which is known as the stress hormone. When the cortisol hormone is off balance, it leads to something like a fight or flight experience, and this actually leads to excess storage of fat inside your body. Now, let me ask you, has it happened, and this is very, very true for women with PCOS, that you were working out regularly and you saw zero result, and the moment you stopped working out, or maybe you went for a holiday and poof, there was weight loss? How does that happen? So here are the most common mistakes I see women with PCOS make, and hopefully you will learn to avoid them. Mistake number 1, doing excessive cardio or HIIT, high intensity interval training. A lot of people believe that sweating is equal to burning fat. You must have heard people say that, oh, what kind of workout have you done? You haven't sweat at all. And I used to be exactly like that. So I used to spend a lot of my time on treadmills, doing 100 jumping jacks and 150 burpees, but I wouldn't have, even 500 grams of weight loss to show for. And the reason for this is called adrenal fatigue. Now, you may say that XYZ has done this workout and they have lost weight. In fact, our most common comparison is usually our spouse, who is of the other gender. And we see that, they have lost weight. Now, let me ask you this question. Whoever you're comparing your results with, does that person have PCOS? It's like saying that I'm going to play squash like badminton because both of them involve racket. Well, if you do that, you're going to hurt your wrist. And that is exactly what happens when you do workouts that don't aid your hormones. You break your metabolism. Now, how do you identify that your workout is not serving you? 1, you may feel a lot of fatigue, like you keep yawning a lot. You may have a loss of appetite around the time of the workout is completed. You may find it difficult to sleep and may get even skin breakouts. Mistake number 2 that leads to belly fat. You are not eating a good post-workout meal. Now, this is a huge one. A lot of people put in a lot of emphasis on their workout, but they don't follow it up with a good meal afterwards. Within 30 minutes of your workout, you need to have a very good post-workout meal, and in next couple of weeks I'm going to be talking more about what that food could be. So if you are interested in knowing about it, definitely subscribe and click the bell icon so that you're notified when we release the video. But this is extremely important because it actually ensures that there is going to be recovery for your muscle, so you need the food for that. 2, it actually ensures fat loss, because when your body knows there is food coming in, it will release that. So understand that your body is probably the best budget accountant that there is. What I mean by that is that if there is less income coming in, there is going to be less expense going out. So if you are not going to fuel post-workout and you have actually spent so much of energy, it is going to be very thrift in spending more. You need to assure the body all is well by feeding it adequately. Now, again, as I mentioned in point number 1, if you are not feeling hungry post-workout, that's a big telltale sign that you have fatigued your endocrine system. The next mistake that leads to belly fat is not having enough of slow and heavy weight training. So what I mean by this is that generally, even when people do weight training, they are focusing on 20-25 reps. That actually becomes almost like an endurance or a cardio workout. What you want is, you want to have a weight that you are actually lifting and you don't exceed 12 reps, and the minimum should be like 6 to 8. So it's extremely important that you consistently build your strength, because this has the highest connection to insulin resistance, and insulin resistance is actually one of the causes for belly fat. So it's extremely important to include some slow and heavy workouts in your regime. The next mistake that leads to belly fat is you sit for all the 23 hours outside of the gym. So most people are really obsessed about what they're doing in that 1 hour, if they at all do anything for that 1 hour. But actually, even what you do outside the workout is extremely important. And especially sitting is known to actually affect your belly, because this is the posture that happens when you sit, and that actually brings your pelvic muscles ahead, and thereby it almost makes you feel like you have a belly even when you don't. So it's extremely important that you get your hamstrings and your glutes really effective if you really want the belly to go inside. So make sure you do a lot of non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which basically means walk a lot, stand a lot, take the stairs as much as possible. All of this actually contributes in fat loss, which eventually leads to the loss of belly fat. I have been extremely intentional with these mistakes, and that is what helped me reach a body fat percentage of 22%, as you can see here, and has also helped my clients achieve ideal body fat percentage and get a flatter belly, as you can see here. So if you're someone who is currently struggling with this, then you can DM me here on my Instagram handle, and I know what it's like. I have been there, and I would love to support you. So far in this video, you have learned that these are mistakes that needs to be avoided, and next week I will be talking about a PCOS workout plan. So do not miss that. Subscribe and click the bell icon so that you're notified when we post that video, and I'll see you next week.